Welcome to Top 10 Den, where we unmask the astonishing, the disturbing, and the unexpected. Today's gripping episode uncovers the pharmaceutical industry's dark underbelly, unveiling a world where ethics and greed are often at odds. These top 10 egregious acts committed by this industry will make you question what's really behind the prescription label. Let's delve into this hard-to-swallow reality. Overpricing critical medications has become an unfortunately common practice in the pharmaceutical industry. Imagine life-saving drugs being priced at such staggering levels that they become inaccessible to those who need them most. From insulin to cancer treatments, patients are often faced with astronomical prices, sometimes leading to deadly choices between affording medications or daily necessities. It's a game where the price of entry can be life itself, with pharmaceutical companies playing high stakes at the expense of vulnerable individuals. Such pricing practices have led to public outrage and calls for reform, but the question remains, why does the cost of survival remain so high? Our ninth point peels back the layers of the tragic opioid crisis that has ravaged families and communities across the globe. Pharmaceutical companies aggressively marketed opioids, downplaying their addictive risks, leading to widespread addiction and countless lives lost. Opioid manufacturers were found to push these drugs through a web of false advertising, misrepresentations, and kickbacks, fueling an epidemic of addiction that has caused more than 400,000 deaths in the United States alone. The painful truth of this crisis illustrates a failure of responsibility, with companies prioritizing profits over public safety. Suppression of negative research findings has turned scientific integrity on its head. From concealing unfavorable studies to manipulating data, pharmaceutical companies have engaged in deceitful practices to present their products in the best light. This disturbing trend undermines the very foundation of medical research, eroding trust in clinical trials and jeopardizing patient safety. An infamous example is the concealment of heart attack risks associated with the painkiller Vioxx, which led to thousands of unnecessary deaths. By putting profits before patients, this dark aspect of the industry has cast a long shadow over the search for truth. At number 7, we find the disquieting exploitation of developing countries for clinical trials. These countries often become testing grounds for new drugs, with vulnerable populations subjected to trials without proper ethical oversight or informed consent. These human guinea pigs are often left in the dark about potential risks, while companies reap the benefits of cheaper testing. The situation paints a grim picture of a system that allows the marginalized to bear the brunt of scientific experimentation, raising alarming questions about the sanctity of human rights within the industry. Coming in at number 6, Pfizer's record-breaking settlement in 2009 shines a harsh light on the questionable ethics within the industry. The company paid a jaw-dropping $2.3 billion to settle criminal and civil charges for marketing drugs like Bextra for unapproved uses. This not only represents the largest healthcare fraud settlement, but reveals a corporate culture that seemingly values sales over safety. This colossal fine begs the question, was it a genuine deterrent, or merely a drop in the ocean for a company that made over $50 billion that year? Our halfway mark uncovers one of the most shocking and tragic acts in pharmaceutical history. Bayer, a name synonymous with healthcare, knowingly sold HIV-infected blood products to foreign countries during the 1980s. Despite being aware of the contamination, the company continued to sell these products, leading to thousands of hemophiliacs contracting HIV. This unconscionable act of corporate malfeasance underscores a callous disregard for human life, revealing an industry's dark secret that continues to haunt those affected. At number 4, we delve into the world of false advertising and misleading marketing, where some pharmaceutical companies bend the truth to boost sales. This has led to exaggerated claims about a drug's benefits, minimized disclosures about side effects, and at times, outright lies about a product's efficacy. Patients, relying on this skewed information, may end up taking medications that are not suitable for them, leading to potential health risks. A pill that promises miracles might just be a marketing illusion, wrapped in deceit. Number 3 lifts the veil on the manipulation of doctors and healthcare providers, a practice that has poisoned the well of medical integrity. From lavish gifts to paid trips, pharmaceutical companies have been known to incentivize medical professionals to prescribe their products. This unethical dance between providers and pharma casts a shadow over unbiased medical judgment, turning the sacred trust between doctor and patient into a transaction. Patients are left to wonder if the prescription they received is truly in their best interest or just a win for a pharmaceutical sales rep. Next, we spotlight efforts by some pharmaceutical companies to block or delay access to generic medications. By using legal tactics and patent games, they keep affordable alternatives out of reach, forcing patients to continue buying expensive brand-name drugs. This strategic play not only hinders competition, but leaves many unable to afford essential medications. The resulting healthcare inequality lays bare an industry where winning the game often trumps the welfare of those it claims to serve. Topping our list, we find a pervasive lack of transparency and accountability within the pharmaceutical industry. From hidden trials to undisclosed payments to influential physicians, a culture of secrecy seems to permeate the sector. This lack of openness not only erodes public trust, but can have serious implications for patient safety. When the very industry that's supposed to heal becomes shrouded in mystery and questionable practices, the trust in medicine itself is at stake. The bitter pill of this reality emphasizes an urgent call for ethics, transparency, and humanity to take center stage. And that concludes our disconcerting journey into the enigmatic world of the pharmaceutical industry, a journey filled with lessons, warnings, and revelations that challenges our perception of medicine. If you found this enlightening and want to explore more topics that matter, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Top 10 Den. Thanks for watching.